بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وصلى الله تعالى على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. We're picking up with the Prophet عليه الصلاة والسلام's legendary military ideology, the era of Sayyidina Ali ibn Abi Talib radiallahu anhu, picking up from page number 427 with your humble orator Muhammad Israel. There will be an acceptance of righteous deeds. This is the Quran. Verily Allah Jalla Jalaluhu accepts only from those who are al-muttaqun, the pious ones. Quran, Surah number 5, ayah number 27. There will be ease after hardship and relief after difficulty, open quote, and whosoever fears Allah Jalla Jalaluhu and keeps his duty to him, he will make a way for him to get out from every difficulty. Quran, Surah number 65, ayah number 2, and whosoever fears Allah Jalla Jalaluhu and keeps his duty to him, he will make his matters easy for him. Quran, Surah number 65, ayah number 4, he will have intuition, wisdom, and light. O you who believe, if you obey and fear Allah Jalla Jalaluhu, He will grant you Furqan, a criterion to judge between right and wrong, or Makhraj, example, a way for you to get out of every difficulty. Quran, Surah number 8, ayah number 29. He will enter paradise, open quote, paradise as wide as the heaven and the earth, prepared for the muttaqun, the pious one. Surah number 3, ayah number 133. He will have salvation from the fire. Open quote, then we shall save those who used to fear Allah and were dutiful to Him, and we shall leave the Zalimun, polytheists, wrongdoers, Iblises, therein humbled to their knees in hellfire. Surah number, end quote. Surah number 19, ayah number 72. He will have a high status on the day of resurrection, open quote. But those who obey Allah Jalla Jalaluhu's orders and keep away from what He has forbidden will be above them on the day of resurrection. Quran, Surah number 2, ayah number 212. 3.4H. The divine will and decree as understood by Amirul Mu'mineen. Again, the bulletin, the divine will and decree as understood by Amirul Mu'mineen Ali ibn Abi Talib radiallahu anhu, who said, nothing happens on earth until it is decreed in heaven. There is no one who does not have two angels appointed to defend him and take care of him until the time comes for what Allah has decreed, Jalla Jalaluhu, whereupon they no longer stand between him and what is decreed for him. I have complete protection from Allah Jalla Jalaluhu, but when it is time for me to die, this protection will be taken away from me. No one knows true faith until he realizes that what befalls him could never have missed him, and what misses him could never have befallen him. End quotes of Amirul Mu'mineen. He radiallahu anhu also said, the divine decree comes down from heaven like drops of rain, and every soul will have what Allah decreed for it of increase or decrease with regard to himself or his family or his wealth. If a person sees that he has some decrease, if a person sees that he has some decrease with regard to himself or his family or his wealth, and he sees that others have a great deal, that should not be a source of resentment for him. The sincere Muslim will have one of two rewards when he prays to Allah. Either Allah will grant him wealth and thus he will have family and wealth, and he will still have his respected status and religious commitment, or Allah Jalla Jalaluhu will give him blessings in the hereafter, and the hereafter is better and more lasting. The blessings will be twofold: the blessings in this world, wealth and piety, as well as blessings in the hereafter, the righteous good deeds that remain, and Allah may grant both to some people, as Allah Ta'ala knows best. 3.1.4i, how Allah Jalla Jalaluhu brings his slaves to account despite their huge numbers. It was said to Amirul Mu'mineen Ali ibn Abi Talib, how will Allah Jalla Jalaluhu bring slaves to account despite their huge numbers? He said, and I quote, just as he provides for them despite their huge numbers, end quote. 3.2, the amazing sermons of Amir al-Mu'minin Ali ibn Abi Talib radiallahu anhu. Amir al-Mu'minin Ali ibn Abi Talib radiallahu anhu made sure to educate, guide, and teach the people through his daily interactions with them, especially on Fridays when the sermon from the minbar offered an opportunity for guiding and teaching the Ummah. History has recorded many of the sermons of Amir al-Mu'minin Ali ibn Abi Talib radiallahu anhu. The following is a brief look at his sermons, such as this brilliant example in which he said, and I quote, this world is coming to an end, the end will soon bid farewell, and the hereafter is coming and will soon begin. Today the horses are being kept in preparation, and tomorrow will be the race. Indeed, you are living in the days of hope that will be interpreted by death. Whoever falls short during the days of hope before his death comes will be doomed. Strive hard for the sake of Allah Jalla Jalaluhu in the hope of reward, as you strive hard for fear of his punishment. I have never seen anything like paradise whose seekers could sleep, and I have never seen anything like hell, those who fear which can sleep. The one who does not benefit from the truth will be harmed by falsehood, and whoever does not benefit from guidance will be led astray by misguidance. You have been instructed to travel, and you have been told about your provisions, O people. This world is a temporary convenience. The righteous and the immoral alike may enjoy its luxuries, but the hereafter is true, and it will be ruled by the powerful King Allah Jalla Jalaluhu. And Satan, the Iblis, threaten you with poverty and bids you to do evil things, but Allah Jalla Jalaluhu promises you forgiveness and bounty from him, and Allah Jalla Jalaluhu cares for all and knows all things. O people, do righteous deeds during your lifetime, and your offsprings will be taken care of. Allah Jalla Jalaluhu has promised his paradise to those who obey him, and he has warned of his hell for those who disobey him. Its fire will never be extinguished. Its prisoners will never be ransomed. And the one who suffers therein will never be helped. Its heat is intense. Its bottom is deep, and its water is boiling. Fetid liquid. If we ponder the quotation above, we will find that several methods of impacting or moving people are presented here. Number one, a sincere tone that is based on his strong conviction of what he is calling for, which makes it seem as if his words are taken from his burning soul and warm emotions. As soon as he utters a sentence, their ears will receive it and their hearts will understand it. Number two, words that are powerful yet easy and sweet. The way they are put together is clear and the sentences are short. This may help the listener to understand the intended meaning. Number three, mentioning opposite meanings, which makes the meaning clearer and will have a great impact on the listener. For example, open quote, this world is coming to an end and will soon bid farewell, and the hereafter is coming and will soon begin. And I have never seen anything like paradise whose seekers could sleep, and I have never seen anything like hell, those who fear which can sleep. Number four, referring to the Holy Quran as in the words, open quote, Satan threatens you with poverty, Iblisi forces, and bids you to the evil. So Shaitan is Satan, threatens you with poverty, and is also Iblis, and bids you to do evil. But Allah Jalla Jalaluhu promises you forgiveness and bounty from him, and Allah cares for all and knows all things, end quote. This is based on the ayah, Iblis threatens you, Shaitan threatens you with poverty and orders you to commit evil deeds, illegal sexual intercourses and sins of that nature, whereas Allah promises you forgiveness from himself and bounty, and Allah Jalla Jalaluhu is all sufficient for his creatures' needs, all-knowing, end quote. Quran, Surah number 2, ayah number 268. Number 5, the ideas in this sermon are strongly influenced by the Holy Quran and the words of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and they are strongly connected to human life with deep, sublime, and comprehensive meanings. He excelled in choosing words and putting sentences together, speaking briefly and using images to express meaning. In conclusion, this speech has a special importance because of what it contains of religion, literary, and personal preferences or references, literary and personal references. It represents a powerful indication of the character of its author, Amirul Mu'minin Ali ibn Abi Talib radiallahu anhu. It also tells of his sound understanding of Islamic concepts that deal with the nature of this world, the goal of human existence, and the ultimate destination of humanity. This speech explains the conclusions that Amirul Mu'minin Ali ibn Abi Talib reached concerning that, and it tells us of the deep insight that he had. This is supported by his clarity of mind and purity of heart, in addition to other sublime spiritual and intellectual qualities that were granted to him as a result of his piety, his adherence to the teaching of Islam, his relying on his Lord, and his feeling content with his degree. All of that helped him to attain his high literary level in this piece of prose. Again, all of that helped him to attain this high literary level of this piece of prose. Thus, in the field of literature, he was indeed a knight of the word and a leader in literary expression, as he was a just and ascetic leader, a wise and experienced ruler, and a knight whom no one could resist. Inshallah, we will end it here on page number 431. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك وتبارك اسم ربك وتعالى جدك ولا إله غيرك ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين الحمد لله رب العالمين.